let's talk about love. So, the last 3 days, I've been being intuitively nudged to do a love reading, and I don't do love readings, you guys. But I'm here. God has asked kindly, so I'm here to answer. So, this is your love reading from God. Channeled message from God about love, about your love life, your relationship, whatever it is. LOVE. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about love. So, how's your love life going? Because I don't know, but I'm about to find out. So, go ahead and tell me. And let's just see what the cards have in store. God, what messages do you have for the collective? Ooh, about their love life. And he said stop there. So I'm not going to pull anything else. If I need to look at the bottom of the deck, we will. Okay, so we got 4 cards. Everything is upright. Okay. We got, these are the 4 cards we got. So we've got Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty, Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. We've got Boundaries, and that card came up yesterday. Literally cut the deck in half and it was there. So we're talking about boundaries again, specifically in love life or maybe with self-love. And then we've got Grandmother of Jesus. So seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. And then we've got the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. And this one was hidden. So these 3 were together. This one was kind of, it fell face down. So we're being a little, when the cards fall out in a certain way, it tells me a little bit about the energy that we are feeling. So the fact that this card fell face down and these ones fell face up, this is more of an obvious energy, whereas this one is a little bit more subconscious. So before we get into the obvious, let's talk about the subconscious. Okay, so are we playing the victim? Are we self-sabotaging? Are we being avoidant of the obvious within our love and our relationships? When I get this card, it definitely talks about, blossoming. It talks about, look at this girl. She's literally just laying over the water and the rose is on top of her. And it's almost like her heart is just open and she's just like, take me away, big flower. And the energy that I'm getting from this card is like, my heart is open. I want whatever's for me, but I'm also not really willing to let go of anything. But you have to remember, and everybody says this, is that if you remember that things are not happening to you, but they're happening for you, it will be so much easier for you to just surrender, for you to let go. Now I'm hearing the song Let Go by Summer Walker. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And it's in that song she talks about how she didn't know what love was until she finally let go of her idea of love and let go of that relationship, let go of those toxic people, patterns, places, habits, because sometimes we get so stuck in what we're used to when it comes to love that we find ourselves dating the same person over and over and over, just in a different skin. I'm gonna put that on pause. Now with these cards, we've got the divine plan, meaning with Jesus's grandmother showing up, that always makes me think of, imagine if she never fell in love. Now we don't know the story of Jesus's grandmother, right? But we know that somebody had to be in love in order to have his mother and for him to be born out of love, right? Like there's genetic code, there's a pathway. And so for me, it's like the divine plan that came from the divine, that came from God. Everything was going to happen in the way that it was going to happen regardless. Now, referring that to love, you have to remember that every part of your journey is intentional. There's a lesson, there's a message, there's an experience that needed to be had or needed to be for you to become whoever it is that you're going to become. In order for you to become that wife, in order for you to become that devoted lover, and that teacher in love, because once you get in a relationship, you don't just know everything about that person. You have to teach one another how to love each other. And even in self-love, you have to train and teach people how to love you. But in order to do that, you have to learn to love yourself. And so with this boundaries card, again, it makes me think of, where do you need to establish better love habits and boundaries with yourself to be able to truly welcome in the love that you deserve. If you're allowing everybody and everything to just come to you, are you truly going to get what you deserve or what you genuinely want? Are you really, really open to receiving, or are you just accepting and being receptive to everything that's coming at you? So, with all of these cards, I would say that your love life has not been easy, and I don't want you to take that part for granted. I want you to actually take that and allow it to strengthen you in who you are, and it makes me want to like sit up and allow that to like stroke your self-worth and show you that you are valuable, and that you're not only worthy because of what you've been through, but you're worthy because of who chose you and who called you to be in this place, in this time, in this relationship with this partner. As a wife, as a husband, as a boyfriend, as a girlfriend, we still choose one another. But don't let who chooses you be your downfall. Don't let who you choose be your downfall either. We have to be more responsible in our standards and not necessarily our expectations of love, because what could we truly expect from love, right? But you can have standards, you can have boundaries, and you can teach people how to love you so that you are truly picking the right partner. You're truly benefiting from that relationship. And if you're not benefiting from that relationship, if either party is not benefiting from the relationship, there's really no point, anyways. I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the Great Gathering, but it is in the reverse. So this is just making me feel like this is past energy. And this card is normally like Soul Tribe. It's all coming together. And what that tells me of it being in the past is almost like you've been through everything you needed to go through to become the person that you're going to be in this new chapter. And so whether that chapter is of actual love in a relationship, or it's just you attracting the right people who are going to help you become the person you need to be in order to become ready to receive love. Because you don't want, people always say, oh, it's, like, oh, I need to be ready for this relationship. And that's not always the case. Sometimes you just need to be energetically aligned to be able to attract your partner. And so I think that is the biggest thing that I'm getting from this card to close this reading is it's all coming together, but it's already been coming together. And so have patience when it comes to love, because love is patient, right? And love is kind, and all those other things that it says in the Bible, right? But in order for you to truly experience that, you have to give that to yourself first. And not to be a sneaky little girl, but the next card says, answer the call. So, what is your soul calling you to do that you're not yet ready to do? Are there old things that you need to let go of your past relationship, old memories that you're still tapping into to feel something? All those things need to be swept out the door to make room for what you actually want to welcome in. Let me know what you guys think.